Good afternoon, teacher and everyone out there. Today I'm going to talk about the biggest challenge of my life. Well, I had plenty of challenges during my life, and I have faced many problems during my last few years. But the most challenging one, and a lot of times very frustrating, was when I moved to live in Brazil during a year. And like everybody that leaves his country, it was at the beginning very difficult. The first thing I have to get used in Rio de Janeiro, that was the city where I live, was the weather. I am being serious when I say that I have never felt that type of heat during my life. And for someone that never likes that, it was very, very difficult, and I hate that. Also, I also need to get used to how the people behave there, how they act in the way that they are like more easygoing and they don't get stressed too easy. Also, another thing was that they don't judge the people like we do here. So I changed my mindset and the perspective I saw the things, but in a good way. It's very known that Brazil, but mostly Rio de Janeiro, can be a very dangerous city and a place to live. So I had to learn how to take care of myself and act depending the situation. In a city which was really big, where you can get lost fairly easy, eh, and my school that was like an hour far from my home. But luckily there was a metro, but still I need to walk like 30 to 20 minutes to arrive to the station. But by far my biggest challenge was the language and the study. Okay, so the first and the most obvious one, the language, because I didn't prepare well enough, and this because mainly I didn't have the certainty that I was going into Brazil. So, and I used to live in the coast next to the ocean, like that's obvious. And there they talk really fast, and they have an accent that made the understanding of every sentence more difficult than it really was. Finally, the way they teach there in Brazil was very different. They didn't send me a homework or a lesson to my home that was supposed to be graded or it count as in the average of the final result. So everything that it counts was only test, and we know that here we have homeworks, group works, but there was only quizzes and you must study to pass the year. But yeah, I think that was also one of the my biggest challenge that I faced there in Brazil, and also that it was a military school, and I have never been in one of them, so I need to know how to dress like a military and how to use all the equipment like guns and all the stuff they use.